Hello everyone, welcome to another session on dollar INR. The dollar INR exchange rate has been very stable and very docile for the last few days. If you see here, let me just clean this up and get you a more clearer picture. If you look at this place, okay, this place for almost about a month or so, month and a half, the average high-low difference in price is just about 10 to 15 paisa, and it's a very quiet and docile and very range bound kind of trading session that is happening in dollar INR. And because of that, what has happened is, because of such range bound trading, what has happened is the Bollinger Bands, okay, the Bollinger Bands, which are a very good technical indicator for volatility, has collapsed. The extreme bands of the Bollinger Bands has converged. If you see this red band here, let me just clean this up again. Okay, if you look at this red band, this has come lower, and if you see this green band, it has gone higher. So both the extreme bands, the upper and the lower Bollinger Bands, they have converged. Okay, and what does that mean? Let me explain you a few other indicators, then I will suggest how to use this for your hedging decisions. Okay, so Bollinger Bands have converged. Okay, this bottom subchart here, this blue line, this is another bandwidth indicator, what we call as a bandwidth indicator. It measures the difference between the upper and the lower band. Okay, and if you see this bandwidth indicator, sorry, this has also collapsed and come to this lower level. Okay, what does this lower level tell? This lower level says what is the volatility number or the kind of lowest volatility number in the last 125 days. Okay, and 125 days typically is like half the year. Okay, so what is this trying to indicate is that the volatility in dollar INR is kind of the lowest in the last 6 months. Okay, for 125 days we have seen that kind of volatility happening probably here, okay, once here, once in here, and again once here. So it has happened multiple times, okay, but again it has come very close to that same level where I am trying to indicate the lowest level of the difference of the extreme bands of the Bollinger, and lowest level in many days, many weeks. Okay, and another indicator what we very closely follow is the average true range, what we call as the ATR. That is also another way of calculating volatility in prices. If you look at ATR, the ATR had gone higher in the middle of February, when rupee weakened like this, there was a lot of volatility. If you see the bandwidth indicator also, that has also gone higher. See, this has gone higher, but now it has come down, and consequently the ATR has also come down. Okay. Now another thing what you can look at is this blue line on this ATR is the long term average of the ATR. Okay, long term average. So currently the ATR has come just below the long term average. So the bottom line for dollar INR is that the volatility has come down substantially in the exchange rate. Okay, and we know for very sure, we have seen in history, whenever the volatility comes down, after that we see this rise in volatility. Okay, we see this rise, we see this rise, we see this rise. Okay, so this quiet time is not a precursor that the quiet times will remain forever. It is a predictor or a precursor that volatility will come back, and we will see some degree of two-way volatility or two-way action, two-way movement coming, or two-way fluctuation coming in the future. Okay, so be prepared for that. Now the volatility is low, good indicator that the volatility is going to go higher later. So we will see good two-way movement in the exchange rate in the near future. So this data, how do you use it? Very effectively it can be used to make good hedging decisions. I have been talking about vanilla options for a long time. Vanilla option, the price, the option premium of vanilla options directly depends on the volatility number. So if the volatility is lower, the option premiums are much lower. To give you an example, a 1 month at the money option, at the money means the strike price of the option is equal to the forward rate. A 1 month at the money option, ATM option, usually comes around 50 paisa, 50 to 52 paisa. Now it is around 43 to 44, 45 paisa. A good 5 to 7 paisa lower than what is the usual time. Similarly, a 2-month ATM option at the money option, the usual option premium is around 70 to 72 paisa, and now it is around 64 to 65 paisa. So there also the option premium has come down substantially, and since option premium has come down quite a bit, it is cheaper. The vanilla options are cheaper, and we know it is quiet period. We are close to 91. Both dollar exporters and importers can use vanilla options to hedge, because the predominant factor to for that vanilla option is the option premium, and now because of low volatility in dollar INR, the option premiums are much lower, the option premiums are cheaper. So now is probably one of the best times to do vanilla options and mitigate your risk, currency risk. Okay, so that is it from my side. Have a great weekend ahead.